Download this code and get free GPT-4o from codegive.com, link in the description below. Certainly. The problem count subarrays with fixed bounds, leetcode 2444, asks you to count the number of contiguous subarrays that have a maximum value less than or equal to a given upper bound and a minimum value greater than or equal to a given lower bound. ### problem statement. Given an integer array nums, an integer mink, and an integer maxk, you need to return the number of contiguous subarrays nums i plus 1, nums j such that mink equals nums k equals maxk for all k in the range I, j. ### approach. 1. 2 pointers, use 2 pointers to maintain a window of valid subarrays. 2. Tracking validity, as we expand the window by moving the right pointer, we check if the current subarray remains valid within the bounds defined by mink and maxk. 3. Counting valid subarrays, whenever we find an invalid subarray, we can count all valid subarrays that end at the current position. ### steps to solve. 1. Initialize 2 pointers, left and right, and a counter for the number of subarrays. 2. Traverse the array with the right pointer, and for each element. If it goes below mink or above maxk, reset the left pointer to right plus 1. Count the valid subarrays using the difference between the current right and left pointers. 3. Return the total count of valid subarrays. ### code example. Here is a Python code implementation of the solution. Python. Def count _subarrays, nums, mink, maxk. N equals len, nums. Count equals 0. Left equals 0. Valid _start equals -1 # position of the last element that was valid. For right in range, n. If nums right mink or nums right maxk. Left equals right plus 1. Valid _start equals -1 # reset the valid start. Else. If nums right equals mink and nums right equals maxk. If valid _start equals -1. Valid _start equals right. Count plus equals, valid _start, left plus 1. Return count. #example usage. Nums equals 1, 3, 5, 2, 8. Mink equals 2. Maxk equals 5. Result equals count _subarrays, nums, mink, maxk. Print, result, #output the count of valid subarrays. ### explanation of the code. 1. Initialization. Count keeps track of the number of valid subarrays. Left is the starting index of the current window. Valid _start keeps track of the last index in the current valid window. 2. Iterating through the array. For each right index, we check if nums right is outside the valid range. If it is, we update left to right plus 1 and reset valid _start. If the number is within bounds, we update valid _start if it hasn't been set yet. We add to the count the number of subarrays ending at right, which is valid _start, left plus 1. 3. Returning the result. Finally, we return the total count. ### complexity analysis. Time complexity, O, n, where n is the length of nums because we traverse the array once. Space complexity, O, 1, as we are using a few additional variables and not storing any extra data structures. ### conclusion. This approach efficiently counts the subarrays that meet the criteria defined by the problem statement. You can test it with various inputs to see how it performs.